In their victory on the ground, they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down now, it's Bell, and shutting him off, now open field. And all the down, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Mentioned to go along with a great game he had last week. He was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a second end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think, and he's going to be taken down the 18-yard line. Quinnen Williams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they... So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Open man is Anderson. So that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going. I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And that is very marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to... Quentin Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your...
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Brings up second and 8 at the 4-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
And this love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. Been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed
A thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about to the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Brings up second and 3 at the 30.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. He's got his man on the crossing route. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go, son. Mike, 57. I'm coming. Lady.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics. There's going to be in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. Three. It's just me and you. One. Quick. Box trap. 53 at the mic.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. First down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Just 53.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's get this.
Seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21. Yard line. 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 24, Darnold. Got a man. It's Berrios. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touch. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mariota gives to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing. And this is caught inside the 5. Zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5 comes the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speed. Nowadays, they run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
64, weak. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out. Hey, lady. Lady. Shift. Watch the shift. General West. Check. Lady.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bell. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down and 4, Darnold. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, it's Henry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't take care of him first.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And an alley to run. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now Bell hit. He lost the football. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a third is the target incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll return it from the 6, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell, fighting him off. And just not much to be had there, 1 yard out to the 10.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? And then the big finish with the tackle.
Again, it's Bell. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jets. Today's